Hello guys, this is Beyond Grace Strategy, and I'm here to make it big up to you, to make you understand how I do my trading platform. Today I want to be teaching on what I call lower low and higher high, and this is a very profitable strategy that will bring a huge profit in your trading academics. If you pay attention to this strategy, to this higher high and lower low, you will keep on making constant profit all the time. The green line you see there is my 48 moving average, and the red one that looks like red there is my 72 moving average also. This is another strategy, but I want to explain what I mean by lower low and higher high by this section. From this particular place, I'm using this from this particular place here to this highest place here. It's a range before the market start dropping on its own. How can you understand this thing now? Is before you take any market, before you feel that you want to go into this market, you want to sell 4 candles, you want to buy 4 candles, you want to sell 7 candles, you want to sell 10 candles with confidence that you are not going to lose, you need to understand the strategy which I'm telling you about, which is the higher high and the lower low. I will be explaining the higher high this very moment. How can you understand the higher high? Let me zoom this so you can see what I'm talking about on what I call higher high and lower low. This at the time was moving up. It was an uptrend. There are factors which you must consider before you go into the market. The trend of the market, the apart from the trend of the market, the actions, what happened, the previous things there, the support, the resistance of the market. So how can you do all this now? I'll be explaining the higher high of the market on boom 500. So to explain the higher high of the market on boom 500, the first thing you are going to do before you take any trade, you'll see in a market triggering up. Once you come, you take this your arrow from the lowest which you can see, you hold by, then you drag. I didn't get it correctly. You take it, hold by, you click and you drag. You can calculate. This is 200 198 if you can look it very well before the market start falling. Let me tell you something. Anytime you are making any measurement like this on the market, you can see before the market start triggering up, anytime you calculate 150 on the height of the market, there is every tendency, which is a must, that the market, if it's on a higher high, it will sell almost 10 candles before shifting down. You can see this is 154 line, and what happened, you saw how many candles, how many things happened on the 154 line. This is the 154 line close to it here. This is the 154 line. You can see it sold almost 10 candles before going out. Let me zoom in to explain more to you. Once I come to this place, I take my angle here, I hold and I drag up. Once I measure that this thing is at its 150, apart from being oversold, which you are using, this is also another strategy. Once you have calculated that this is at its 150, you can see this is 144, this is 150. There is every tendency that if it is on a higher high, that is, if it's on a buying trend going up, that it is going to sell a 10 candle, which is a must. So that is my explanation before a call came in my phone. So this is what I'm explaining on a higher high. So if you are drawing this, if you are drawing this, if you are drawing this before you go into the market that you want to buy for a very long time or you want to sell for a very long time, please take your ruler, even if it has overbought or oversold, with your OSI which you are using to calculate what is happening in the market from the chart itself. Use your ruler to draw. Use it to draw to know. Look at it at its 140. Anything at its 150, my dear, you are not in any way trying to lose. This is 156. It sold. Even in 170, that was where the big reversal started coming in. Apart from this reversal, which I'm telling you about, if you look very well, on this second side, you can see that my green 48 moving average crossed over what 72 moving average. Please also take note of this. And even after it bought for a very long time, and immediately in this particular place, my green moving average also did what? Crossed over my 72 moving average, and it started selling at that point of the crossing where this thing is crossing. At the point where it's crossing, at this point, once you see any cross, you have there is every tendency that if you sell 3 candles here, you will never lose. Once it has crossed completely, there is every tendency that once you have this green line has crossed, you are not going to lose your money. This is on a higher high and lower low explanation. This is the higher high explanation which I explained to you. Please take note of this and please ask questions in case you don't understand anything. Before you start trading a uptrend, maybe you can see it is spiking up, and in midst of that spiking, you are afraid. You are looking for an opportunity for you to at least take $1 or $2 out of the market. What you are going to do, you take your ruler, you rule it to know, apart from your OSI telling you that this has overbought, you still rule it, you are going to still draw. If you rule it, you rule from the very ending point which you see there to the highest of when it is buying, to know if anything that makes it to 150, any place you see that this thing is at its 150, it will do what? It will buy the market confidently. How do I mean by confidently? To buy the market confidently, every 5 candles is a win. Every single 5 candles, once it has crossed to 150, this is 165. Every 5 candles is a win. And once it gets to 200, you know that the market has overbought its region on its chart. Then you are sure that first of all, when it got to 200, the next thing you are going to do now is to check your 4 hours time frame. What is your 4 hours time frame? This is your 4 hours time frame. This is the 4 hours time frame. This is the 4 hours time frame. You check the 4 hours time frame to know what is happening in the market before you start doing anything. What do I mean by that? I just explained something to you now. Then I told you, you go to your 4 hours time frame, you check your 4 hours time frame to know what is happening exactly in the market. You check. I'm going to still explain on price action on this for you. So let us stop here for now. Thank you.